I too want to thank Sinn Féin for bringing this motion, and I fully support it without hesitation. And I know the Minister is busy, but it's just unfortunate she didn't wait for the end of the debate, because it is an important debate, and the ideology is all on that side of the House, which is extraordinary given the constant jibes across to us that we're ideologues. And so I'm looking at the motion, and it's really a moderate motion and a very reasonable motion, and it notes the commitment and the hard work and the professionalism of those in the job clubs and the local employment services, as does the Minister in her speech, and then goes on to endorse a model that will undo all of that professionalism and on the ground. And the motion acknowledges the importance and value the not-for-profit community-based job activation services provide for users. And again, the Minister in her speech goes on to say we're going down the for-profit route because our experience tells us that's better, number one, and then number two, we've no choice under European legislation, without any evidence whatsoever to back that statement up, other than the God of the Attorney General. But we're not privy to that advice. We can see it. We're not even told the context of that advice, but we're told that's the advice, and we're going right down that route. And then we look at Chair, you're a member of this committee yourself, and this is very interesting because I had a priority question last week, and I am glad of the opportunity again tonight, Deputy Grant, to bring it up. And we have this committee, which we've all read, and all the photographs are set out here, and there are 9 recommendations. Some of them overlap with the motion. And they're clearly calling on the Minister to see sense and the government to see sense. And it recommends that the department reviews job path once the referral cease, that the committee, I won't read out the 9, but what the final one is that the committee recommends that the Minister for Social Protection responds to this report. Now perhaps the Minister of State can tell us whether a formal response has gone back to this report, which is unanimous. I don't see any minority report. I don't see anyone diverging from the opinion. And that's so unusual, isn't it, that we've a cross-party committee. Even with Sláinte here, there was some diversion, even though we call it an all-party committee. There was some diversion. Nobody diverged from this opinion and the 9 recommendations. Now, that places democracy in a very difficult position, because across party they're saying, please, Minister, don't do this, stop this. The Minister acknowledges the wonderful work and then does the opposite. Now, the Minister is either trapped by the department, trapped by an ideology, or she's fully endorsing it. And I know her as a very hard-working Minister, and I've often praised her on the floor of this stall, but she's got to see sense here and pause everything. It just has to be paused. If an all-party committee is saying pause amongst 9 recommendations, then we've got to listen. Am I out of time?